Second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day, and we call now on Government Order of the Day number 3.
Interrupted debate on the second reading of the Insolvency Practitioners Bill.
Members, the last time the House was debating the second reading, Jonathan Young had the call. He has 6.5 minutes remaining.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, this bill has been through the Commerce Select Committee and here in its second reading, and very pleased to stand and speak on it. Sir, insolvency practitioners are very important to our world of commerce, especially when a company hits the skids and things turn belly up. It's important, sir, that we have qualified, competent, trustworthy people of integrity who are going to work with that company and with the creditors, sir, to ensure that everything is recovered that can be recovered, especially for the creditors who have either money, stock or whatever owed by that company that comes into difficulty. And so, sir, in spite of their important role, insolvency practitioners are presently not required to be licensed or registered by a regulatory body or to meet minimum qualifications. And we see this as something that needs to be changed. We know, of course, sir, that the national-led government has been focusing on boosting growth, creating jobs, building our economy, and bringing confidence back into the area of commerce and capital markets. And so it's important that we have the right regulation and quality regulation for these particular areas. And so, sir, it's important that in this area where companies become insolvent, where they get into trouble and they need to bring in an insolvency practitioner, a liquidator, that this person is somebody who meets the standard and is able to work in the interest not of the debtors, the company directors, shareholders or themselves, but the creditors, so that they can recover as much money for whom insolvency laws exist to serve. So a couple of areas I want to just briefly touch on that the Select Committee looked at, and one of them, sir, is around the appointment of family members. You would think that this was a very strange thing, but it's happened in the past, where a family member may be appointed as the liquidator, and sir, that seems to be such an apparent conflict of interest that we have put in this bill an amendment that would disqualify from appointment as a liquidator a relative of a person who, within the 2 years immediately before the commencement of a liquidation, has been a shareholder, director, promoter, auditor or receiver of the company or a related company. The term relative would cover family members as defined by Section 2 of the Principal Act, including in-laws and siblings. A similar amendment in the Receiverships Act would impose the same restrictions on receivers. Sir, there's other things, of course, in the bill that the Commerce Committee and members here today will speak on, but I think I've just touched on the points that I'd like to today. Thank you, sir. I commend this bill to the House.
Mr. Speaker.
Claire Curran.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There is no doubt that